again, this phase is called the, one minute, this phase is called the growth phase. Okay, this one phase, the spermatogonia converting into primary spermatocytes. It is also called as spermatocytogenesis. I'm calling it again, spermatocytogenesis. So ultimately what is forming? The primary spermatocytes. See, it is still diploid in nature. It is still diploid in nature, or you can say 4 and DNA. Fine. Now this primary spermatocyte, now it undergo the meiosis 1. It undergo the meiosis 1 and produce the secondary spermatocytes. Now it is haploid in nature. Okay, now this is N in number, or you can say 4N has converted into 2N DNA. Okay, okay, or you can say N number. Fine. And now again the secondary spermatocyte, it converted into spermatid with the help of meiosis 2nd, and ultimately what they do, they produce 4 number of, they produce from one mother cell, they producing 4 daughter cells. Okay, so here you can see from one it is 4 number of number, and from another one it is 4 number. So this is how they producing 4 haploid daughter cell, which are called spermatid. Here it is written haploid, and they are 1 and DNA, haploid in nature. Okay, so this whole process, okay, so this one whole process, one minute, this one whole process is called the maturation phase. It is called the maturation phase. Okay, I think till now it is clear. Now there's one more step is remaining. Now this spermatid is converted into one more structure, which is called spermatozoa, which is called spermatozoa. Okay, fine. Spermatozoa, also called, it is actually called the sperm. Okay, which is actually the male gamete, fine. And this process is called the differentiation, or one more process term is given, that is spermiogenesis. Okay, I'm writing here spermiogenesis. Okay, is this clear? This process is called the differentiation phase, or called the spermiogenesis, right? Okay, clear? This is called spermiogenesis. Fine. Now what is happening here? This spermatid, it converted into a mature one spermatozoa. So various development takes place during this process. First of all, what happened? The formation of acrosome by Golgi apparatus. Second, the elongation and condensation of the nucleus takes place. Third, the separation of centrioles takes place. Fourth, the formation of axial filament from distal centriole. See, this one I am telling you, but when we are going to study about the male sperm structure, then you will understand it better. I am just telling you the development, what are the development takes place, which is actually the structure of male gamete. Fine. So these are the development takes place, and ultimately it converted into the mature spermatozoa, and this process is called spermiogenesis. So this is the whole process of spermatogenesis. Okay, so let's go for one more thing. Now second thing comes, that is how the hormonal control takes place. Okay, how these all hormonal control takes place. Okay, because these all are because of some hormones. Okay, so how these hormones, because if the hormones are keep reducing, then there will be a large amount of hormone, and that is also not required. So how it controlled? So first of all, what happened in our brain hypothalamus, and it produce one hormone which is called gonadotrophic releasing hormone. It is called gonadotrophic releasing hormone. So it act on the anterior pituitary and cause the secretion of LH and FSH. It cause the secretion of LH and FSH. LH is called luteinizing hormone. It is also called interstitial cell stimulating hormone. Okay, it is also called interstitial cell stimulating hormone. And the second hormone, it released FSH, that is follicle stimulating hormone. Follicle stimulating hormone. Okay, so let's go for the LH. Now what it do, it act on the leading cell. It act on the leading cell. In my previous video I have told you about the leading cell and Sertoli cell. So it act on the leading cell and cause the production of testosterone, which is actually responsible for spermatogenesis, or ultimately you can say it is actually responsible for the reproductive tract and other organs development, okay, or secondly sexual characters development. The second one is FSH. It act on the Sertoli cell and it produce two type of things. One is what? ABP, that is androgen binding protein. I've told you in my previous video about it, androgen binding protein. And the second one, it produce the inhibin, okay. So androgen binding protein, it actually where does help? It help in spermiogenesis, okay. I've told you about it, how it concentrate the testosterone and help in spermiogenesis. Now we are talking about only the inhibin, okay. What this inhibin do? See, if there is a continuous signal comes for secretion of FSH, then it continuously will act on the Sertoli cell and continuously will releasing the inhibin, okay. But if there is no more requirement of inhibin, what will happen? This inhibin will have a negative control or on the hypothalamus, as well as on the pituitary gland, okay. I'm repeating again, it has a negative control on the hypothalamus as well as on the pituitary gland, okay. And it inhibits the secretion of GnRH and FSH, okay, GnRH and FSH. So if there is a no more secretion of GnRH and FSH, what will happen? The secretion of inhibin will get stopped, okay. Simultaneously in testosterone also happen, it also has a negative control. It also act on the hypothalamus and anterior pituitary and stop or inhibit the secretion of GnRH as well as the LH production. So this is how their secretion, both the testosterone and inhibin secretion, is controlled, and this whole mechanism is known as negative feedback control. Okay. So they give a negative feedback, because of that it is these hormones secretion is controlled. So I hope this one is clear to all of you, okay. So now on this basis I'm sharing you one question. It is a previous year question, and this type of question used to come in your exam, so you should know the format of question and in what form it comes, okay. Let's have a look of it. See, what is the question? Given below is an incomplete flow chart showing influence of hormone on gametogenesis in males. So observe the flow chart carefully and filling the blanks A, B, C, D. Okay. So first of all, what is there? Pituitary gland. As I've told you, pituitary gland, it causes the secretion of LH and FSS. This is also called LH. Okay. So anyone is can be written LH and FSH, okay. So as told you, LH it act on these leading cell. Now you should know the A. What is the name of hormone? It is what? It is testosterone. It is testosterone, right? Am I right? Okay. And what is the process called? It is called spermatogenesis. So this is the answer of A and B, right? It is the answer of A and B. Now the second step, now the C1 is FSH. On which cell it act? It act on the Sertoli cell. It act on the Sertoli cells, right? It stimulates some factor. Factor are what? That is androgen binding protein, right? Androgen binding protein, right? Now what is the process? Okay, or you can say on which in which process it help? That is spermiogenesis, okay. Spermiogenesis. If you will see my last video, you will have an idea about it very well. So this is how in which form the question comes. So I hope so that you all are very much clear about the spermatogenesis, okay. So if you like my video, please press the like button and subscribe it, so that you will get the next notification to you. And thank you so much, all of you.